All right, hopefully this looks good. Welcome to another episode of Levi in the Closet. This is Tuesday, June, I want to say 8th, something like that. I don't have my watch on, so I can't check. This is like, I would consider my day off, but in the process, long process of moving to South Dakota, I've quit my job and, whatever I've mentioned in my previous videos, but to jump right into the video, my item of the day, and if you're new, thanks for checking out my videos. What I do before each video, before I get into the main topic of the video, is I show one item out of my closet, because this is Levi in the Closet, of course. So today I'm showing you my Bugs Bunny onesie. Very soft, it goes all the way down. It doesn't have feet on it, but it goes all the way down. And I like to wear my, I have a pair of Air Jordans, or Jordan 1s, I think. The hair ones. That kind of goes together with the outfit. I've got a little Tweety Bird fanny pack. I'm just going to check the video's going real quick. Okay, we're good. All right. Yep, we're rolling. Cool. I made that mistake before. I've gone through whole videos and the camera wasn't on. So, just wanted to check. Anyway, yeah, I wear this like around Easter time, because, Easter Bunny or Big Chungus, I'm wearing it to Halloween parties and people like it, like I think I fill it out pretty nicely. So it's like a, sexy bunny costume. Anyway, so getting into the video today, also kind of a touchy subject, I guess, or maybe not for some of you, but for me it seems like it is, because I was raised in a Christian, like semi-religious, I mean, like not semi-religious, but like pretty old school religious ideals, I guess. That's the kind of family I grew up with. So I wanted to talk about sex and its effect on relationships today. Kind of a deep subject, but I want to try to keep it light, but at the same time something that you can relate to and learn from, hopefully. So a little bit about myself. I was, like I said, raised in a Christian household, and I was taught that you have to wait until you're married to have sex, and that before that it's just wrong, it's a sin. But I never really understood why. And then later I kind of understood, it's like, okay, because it has such a deep meaning, like you don't want to have that, with multiple people. It's meant for just you and one person to share. But then, like, as I'm growing and going through puberty, like my late teens, I'm like, man, like I want to have sex now, like it seems so exciting and taboo. It's like, oh, I want to see what it's about, like how am I going to wait? Like I didn't plan on getting married until a lot later anyway. And so that could be, like until you're 30 or something, like that could be your choice. And so being curious, and I was already in a long-term relationship, and we were, in a very caring and dedicated relationship. And so it got to that point that we had sex, and it was probably 17. And I was in that relationship for a long time. So, I haven't had a lot of partners, I guess you could say. I've dated a lot, but it doesn't always get to sex. I don't think that's necessary. Some people are looking for that, like they're just looking for like one night stands or somebody just to come over and have sex with. To me, it's a little bit deeper than that. Not like, oh, I have to be ready for a relationship to have sex, but just, it's not exactly what I'm looking for from the beginning. Like, yes, I do expect that to kind of happen, because I mean, like, I'm an attractive man. Usually I'll go out with somebody that I have some kind of interest in. But if it doesn't get to that point, I'm not like, oh, she didn't want to have sex with me. No, I'm not upset about it. I'm just wanting to go out and date and have fun. So that's part of it to me, just like, little extras on top of dating. Like, if it gets to that point, awesome. But I'm also not seeking that out. Like, I've been single for a long time. I can be single and not, worry about having a female partner, to keep it real, I've got a hand. You can take care of your own needs, you don't need to always have a woman, but it is nice, just to have the company of a woman, or like if it does get to sex, that is nice and I enjoy that. But then, because of how I was brought up, I kept that kind of as, I guess you'd say, a principle. Like, I'm not just out here going and having sex with anybody. But then, I can see it happening, if I'm really attracted to somebody. So, it's kind of that balance. Like, I try to keep a good balance of that. there are times it's like, I'm thirsty and I'm on Tinder. I'm like, ooh, I like this girl, but then I can't see myself having a future with somebody. But yeah, like if we could hook up, yes. But then it never leads to that because I don't think I'm on that path. Like, I'm on a different path in life, and that's rarely the case. Maybe some of you can relate to that too. Like, I don't know. Everybody's going through a different life experience. So if you have had, multiple partners more than me, like I'm not gonna say the number, like not as high as probably people would expect. But at the same time, I'm not ashamed of anything like that. Like that's just my life and what I choose to do, or like the situations I've been in. Like I haven't been in a situation like that, and I think it's made me who I am today. Like if I would have had sex with multiple girls early on, or like at a certain point, I probably wouldn't be who I am today. I would probably be still in that cycle. I had to break out of the I need to be with a woman, and now I'm okay being by myself. And also for women, don't need a guy. Don't expect, you're not expect, but don't try to keep a man around just because you have needs. Like you can fulfill your own needs, whether it's sexual or just in other ways, like affirmation wise. Fulfill your own needs so that you don't have to depend on a man, because you're never going to get that perfect guy that's going to give you everything. Like he might buy you things and text you all the time, but then he's not really going to know how to take care of you. He's just going to be a simp. He's not going to be a real man that knows how to take care of a woman. And that's kind of something I've been going through. Like now I'm at the point in my life where if I got with any girl and she spent time with me and I was interested in her, like sometimes it's like I think, okay, yeah, that's another topic, but going along with that, like if I'm actually interested in her and I'm pursuing her, in a certain way, I think, she's gonna have no choice but to like fall for me, really. Like, but I'm not saying every girl I get with is gonna be like instantly in love with me, because I think there has to be that mutual energy share. Like, if you meet somebody and they're like on the same, they feel the same amount of attraction to you, of course it's gonna work out. But then if it's like somebody, it's like, like I don't know, we can go out on a date and we'll kind of date and just see how that goes. Like, all right, fine, like that's cool with me too. But like I'm talking about, we're both attracted to each other the same amount. Like it's up here, and we're like, we want to continue to see each other, pursue each other, have sex, whatever. um, where was I going with that? Yeah, you just got to be careful and aware that that can be a powerful thing. Like having sex is something that's, I think, special, but at the same time, it shouldn't just be. I mean, you just got to be careful with that. um, but yeah, don't try to keep somebody around just for sex, and don't try to just have that as like I'm sure multiple people have said that, or many, I've heard it a lot in my life. But don't be in a relationship just for one thing. Like you have to have, you have to connect on a deep level, and you have to agree on things, and you have to be able to communicate, and you have to be able to, I don't know, like feel like both your needs are being met. There's a lot of other things aside from just sex. Like if you could take sex off the table, what's going to be here? Like, is there any kind of stable foundation? And it's fun to just like, have, flings and friends with benefits, but then my own preference is to have, be a friend that I can connect with, like not friend zoning somebody. That's just, a good term for me. You can connect and you have a lot more going on, but then the benefit is like, okay, we can have sex, so we can, you know, be comforted by each other, the comfort of a man, the comfort of a woman, you know, and it kind of takes getting to that place, but that's like where I like to be in the middle, not just like I'm waiting completely until I'm married, but also like, I'm not just out there having no feelings, no connection. It's just like she's just gonna come over and then we're just gonna have sex and then that's it, and then she's on her way. That's not really where I'm at. I'm like, I like to connect, but not in such a serious way. I think that's like, that could be taken really seriously. Like that could be taken on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like, oh, we have to connect and there has to be a mutual connection. It's like, no, we just have to be on the same vibe. Like we have to be able to be, okay, we both know what we're looking for out of this. Not, just hook up culture, but at the same time, just like, we have needs. We're adults, or like I'm trying to date adults. There are people my age that I would not consider an adult, but I'm looking for, even if a girl has been younger than me, I met girls younger than me that I think exhibit the traits that I'm looking for, like in a woman. So I'm like, okay, she is a woman. It doesn't matter if, a girl's in her 30s. She could still be a girl or not, what I consider like a woman. But that's what I look for, like a woman that I can connect with, and then also that, we can have sex, but then also not expecting that. Like if it doesn't get to that point, that's cool, because I'm not trying to pursue that. And you just got to do that in a healthy way. And if you can, if, again, not get into a relationship for sex because you're loving yourself before anybody else, you got to love yourself before anybody else. You don't need that. You'll be able to, go throughout your day without even talking to the person, or go for weeks without, talking. But then when you do talk again, it's like nothing ever changed. That's the kind of relationship that's healthy. Not that that should happen a lot, but, just you're not dependent on each other. You both have two different lives. You have to be able to, have your own life and love yourself before anybody else. So, yeah, but one more time, love yourself before anybody else. And that's all I got to say today. Catch you in the next video.